FightHype.com here with the legendary Barry Tompkins. Barry, Ugas, it feels like the experts feel like this could be a close fight, but the odds have it a little wide for Spence. How do you see this?
I'm with the experts. You know, I really am. I'm not sure he's going to win the fight, but I think he's a live dog. You know, and I think if he comes in there with the right attitude and the right idea and at his best, and Spence is a little bit the other way, then I think it could conceivably be a surprise. I'm not predicting that. I think Spence will win the fight. But he's coming off a long layoff, and you just never know in that situation.
If Spence wins the fight, how and why do you see it coming about, Barry?
I think eventually he can wear him down and stop him. I'm not sure he'll knock him out, but I can see him stopping him. I think the real question in this fight is Spence's condition and how he'll be off a long layoff, and which Ugas are we going to see? You know, I think those are the two questions that have to be answered, and will be answered, of course, tomorrow night. And in the end, I think Spence will win the fight. But I'm not ruling out the fact that Ugas could possibly pull an upset.
And who would you see if the fight happens that everybody wants to see next, Crawford and Spence, Barry?
Yeah, that's a fight that everybody wants to see, and I think Errol Spence wants to see that too, to be honest with you. It's really an interesting fight, I think, because I think that fight is going to be a question of who's got what left. You know, I would have liked to have seen this fight 3-4 years ago, like everybody else. But
so I think, boxing, Barry.
Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. And it's boxing with all the suits involved. And once the suits get involved, you know, it ain't boxing anymore. And I think that's the case here. I think it's unfortunate because I think they're two greats. But I think when they do finally get around to fighting, it's just going to be who's the best that night.
And lastly, do you see Ennis as maybe capable of beating both?
I think Ennis is the livest prospect in boxing right now. And I think he's only getting better. I think he's very good right now. I think he could be competitive with almost anybody out there, maybe anybody. And I think he's only going to get better. To me, he's the brightest prospect in boxing right now.
Thanks, Barry. And that's a man who saw Sugar Ray Leonard and called it ringside. So,
I did, that's true.
So he knows a hell of a welterweight when he sees one.
Well, Ennis, I think, is.
He's got the goods. Thank you, Barry.
You bet.
Thanks. Great catching up.
Nope.